Hello, and welcome to our instructional video. We heard you wanted to be a dictator. And why should you want to be a dictator? Clearly, democracy is the worst way to rule a country. There are many wonderful men who have come before your time to suggest that this theory is true. Men are not rational, good-hearted, and should not have decision-making power. Take Nietzsche or Carlyle, who proposed the great man or Superman theory, which definitely has merit behind it. Democracy? Who needs it? All that stuff is good for is limiting the power of a great ruler by the mediocrity of the average man. The masses are clearly ignorant, unintelligent, and should be controlled at the whim of someone superior, like you! And here we present our easy-to-follow 4-step program. Step 1, indoctrination. Get your name out there, buddy, but make sure you're saying the right things. If your nation is impoverished, at war, or facing general turmoil, you're in luck. Make as many false promises as you want, as long as it's what's going to gain you some clout. Some great ways to do this could include controlling the press, censoring other media outlets, or even creating art movements dedicated to you. Look at Stalin's movement of socialist realism, or nonconformist art. Why stop there? How about creating stories and fairy tales to mold the young and upcoming minds of the generation you're creating? Indoctrination is key to rocketing your rise to power, so it has to be prevalent in all aspects of society. Schools, museums, churches, parks, citizens' homes, they should all be in commemoration to you and your party.
Step 2. Direction of popular discontent. In your place of rule, do your people have one thing that they hate more than you? Yes? Then use that to rally the people to a common goal. Remember, people are sheep and are easily controlled if only herded correctly. Tell them you are going to fix their problem and that you are the only one who can. If they aren't falling for it, or it isn't working, throw in some of that indoctrination you learned in Step 1. Remember, you are a perfect leader who can never be wrong.
Step 3, controlled participation. The dictatorship should be coming along swimmingly, but it's time to solidify that support and national mentality, so you can rule for generations to come. Obviously, the masses love you, and now they want to feel like they're contributing to your wonderful cause, and it's your job to find some outlets. In the midst of the unrest of your nation, there's likely going to be some heated feelings among the people. So why not channel them into great family activities like rallying, preparing for war efforts, and maybe even a little spying on your neighbors? Kids are rambunctious and full of hormones, so what better than to create a youth group? The Nazis had the Hitler Youth, the Soviet Union had the Komsomol, and Mao had his infamous Red Guards. Think of a cool name, a spiffy uniform, maybe a slogan, and you're good to go.
Now for our last step, force and terror. Remember, if at any point along the line people disagree with you, you can always fall back on old reliable. Elimination of any and all opposition. A genocide is a great way to kick off your dictatorship. You just need to target the right group. Here are some examples of groups you can kill. The mentally ill, a minority race, rebels, or anyone you feel like. The method of killing isn't really important, but try to keep it cost efficient.
Now that you've followed our easy 4-step program, you should be on your path to becoming your own dictator. Just remember, they're all simple steps, and when in doubt, you can always rely on force and terror. Thank you so much for watching, and we hope you all the best in your dictator endeavors.